so I'm not sure it's really worth your while. But if you don't have alternative, I mean, you know, that's
My alternative is my bike and the bus.
they'll put me out of business.
Not that long ago, I wasn't really thinking about my environmental impact or my carbon footprint or any of that stuff. I really was just concerned with college life and my personal life, and I didn't care. I've been trying to make changes in my own life because I feel like if I can't change myself, how am I going to change the world? My name's Matt. I'm addicted to oil. I was determined to break my addiction. Even though it was hard to imagine life without fossil fuel, it was even worse to think about what could happen if we keep burning it recklessly. So I did the only thing I knew how to do. I made a movie. But I tried to power it with renewable energy, using solar electricity, pedal power, and my own hot air. Last winter, I set out to make a fossil fuel-free film.
I feel like I'm on a reality TV show.
You are, except it's a documentary, so it's even more real. The batteries that are in this camera were charged by the solar panel on my roof. I want to be able to power all my stuff during the course of this production using solar energy. Black to black, red to red. I think too much juice went into this thing, but this is supposed to keep that from happening. It's only 12 volts. I'm still looking for somebody to really teach me what I'm doing and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I blew a fuse on this device right here. I want to try to figure out how to solar power my bike. That's my goal. What if I put it on the wrong leads?
That's what I'm just checking right now.
Would that have done nothing, or would that have?
No, that'd be trouble.
That would be trouble. Maybe that's what I did.
Well, this is wired
Backwards?
backwards. Yeah, we're getting a positive voltage now.
That would have burned out
With
my
the
fuse,
center.
though. Yeah. Could have.
Yes, hopefully, because otherwise you really screw up the inverter.
We got the light.
So there we go.
Wow.
So, yes, get
It's
some
totally
black
working.
electrician's tape and get some red electrician's tape and fix this.
It seems like we're losing a lot of light.
We're at the end of our useful daylight.
Can't really do more solar today.
No, but the concept we have tested out. We have your
Definitely.
problem figured out.
It's really
So
great.
you should be ready to roll. Electric cars were mandated by the state of California. So GM, Honda, Toyota, that's where the electric RAV4 came from. The EV1 with GM, the EV Plus.
Yeah, guys, cool.
Thank you. That's a typical reaction. Truth in advertising, I install solar also.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to visit some of my clients' homes. This is the American dream. 2 Priuses in the driveway and solar on the roof.
The new American dream.
Right.
That's awesome.
If they turn into plug-in hybrids, then we're really set. One individual out of all doesn't make a difference, but once you have all those individuals, like change a light bulb, it's going to make a difference. And it's going to happen a little bit at a time like that. It's going to take everything. There's not a silver bullet for the global warming problem. It's silver buckshot. It's a whole lot of little solutions that all have to be taken together to move us forward. This system will produce here about 18 kilowatt hours a day. So they come in here, transition to regular wire, through the conduit, down to my system here, which is a 2,500 watt Sunny Boy inverter. And if you look at this here, it spins the meter backwards, because right now the load in the house is much less than what's being produced by the solar. The payback happens as soon as you see this meter going backwards. That's a pretty good feeling.
I was just happy to start with my bike, Now I could power the film equipment anywhere, but I still had far more to consider. I had an energy bill of over $300.
Oh.
$350.
Oh no, let's take a look around.
Yeah.
You can see the studs, they're green. And all those red areas, those are areas where the insulation is so degraded that it's allowing that heat right down into the living space.
So on this right side of the ceiling, like we're really getting a lot of heat loss.
If you can get everybody to insulate their exterior walls, that's going to be huge. And nobody argues against that. It's just getting homeowners to do it because it's not sexy and it's not fun. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, I think an infrared image is worth like 20,000.
I was hoping that there was a quick fix to keeping my room warm over the winter, but I learned that a room with single-pane glass walls couldn't be more inefficient. I had overlooked something that makes a huge impact. I needed to make the food that was fueling me fossil fuel free. When I heard that celebrity farmer Joel Salatin was coming through town with his new book, I jumped at the opportunity to talk to him about the local food movement. What's the most important thing that we do as individuals?
We cook from scratch. We make relationships with our local farmers and our neighbors. We need to quit seeing our primary focus as I've got to change you and I've got to change you. No, I got to change me.
Yeah.
All right? And once we all, the Chinese have this saying, if we all sweep in front of our houses, the whole world would be clean. And there's a lot of truth to that.
I was really inspired by Joel, and I wanted to figure out new ways to incorporate local food into my own diet. So the sun is setting and it's a cold ride home, and I pulled a couple of these out of the ground. I believe that they are parsnips, and I'm going to find out fairly soon. My girlfriend Susanna urged me not to eat the random roots that I had foraged. We looked them up. They weren't parsnips. She suggested that we explore a more conventional local option. Thank you.
That's one of my favorite right now. I love your spec cheeses.
You want some ice for it? Yeah, put a little ice in there. How about one more big one, one more?
Okay. I think the cool thing about having your relationship with your customers at farmers markets is that you probably don't even have to be certified organic because we've talked to you so many times. We trust you.
We don't spray, we don't fertilize. I had an old farmer help me, and he said especially if it doesn't rain very often, he says you don't need to spray.
The farmers market was a wonderful option, but we wanted to try to cultivate some of our own food too. They're growing towards the light. It's freezing cold out here. I have a little work to do before I get to bed. Man, I would really like to burn a little bit of fossil fuel right now. It sounds wonderful.
Turn it off. All of the CO2 we're jamming out of the coal-fired cannon, and all the rivers we slamming and salmon we damming. It's a calamity. All the energy for humanity. Our world we cramming and scamming so we can leave a ramming on the dark side of the planet. Damn it, the bats don't need the light, but we're leaving it on all night. Raccoons don't need your iTunes. Come on and make it back off tonight.